All right, welcome to the first ride impression of the 2023 Yeti SB160. This is a T1 build with the carbon wheel upgrade and a couple other changes we'll go through later in this video. And if you're new to the channel, I always like to do first ride videos on any bike that I ride or review to bring you all the initial impressions of a bike. And most of the time it is mostly riding point of view. Sometimes we'll do some off the bike stuff, but not often. So I wanted to give you a little update on that and what to expect in this video. Yeah, super stoked about that. Just a little deal, if you haven't seen it yet, go check out the 2023 trail bike shootout that Dialed MGB just came out with. And with that, let's get into climbing, and then we'll keep that short and go into all the fun stuff, which is the descents, as you all know. So let's do it. All right, here we go. Run one down flow trail on this SB160. The brakes are barely bed in, so let's see how this goes. Man, it pops pretty well, carries pretty dang good speed. Woo! Yeah, it gets up and jumps way easier than I expected for what this bike is. That is pretty rad. I just got done with my trail bike shootout. Today's June 28th, 2023, and that trail bike shootout, I just got done riding all the bikes all back to back about 6 weeks ago or so, and it's actually surprising how like flickable and maneuverable this bike is compared to those. That's one thing I was not expecting, but it also just carries a ton of speed. Holy cow. It gets up and goes with purpose, that's for sure. Holy crap. This thing is actually way more fun than I thought it was gonna be on this little flow trail. So yeah, let's head back up, see how it does on Shake and Bake, which is the little bit rockier trail, a little bit steeper. All right, here we go. Down Shake and Bake. This is the first run on Shake and Bake, second run total. And yeah, this bike is pretty dang good. I'm still getting used to it, but it is a really comfortable bike right away for me. And I was kind of thinking it was gonna be pretty big feeling. It is, I'd say it does feel roomy. This is the longest size medium bike I've ever rode. And man, it corners really good. But with that, talking about the longest bike, it's in a size medium. Let's try this real quick actually. Oh yeah, so composed through that. But size medium, 465 millimeter reach, so longest there for me. The wheelbase is 1246 millimeters. Man, this is, I can't believe how fun this bike actually is. But then with that, it also has a 64-degree head tube angle. And wow, this is a really good bike. I can't believe it. I mean, I should, because I absolutely love Yeti bikes. They I feel like they've always just been one of my favorite brands on ride feel and just fitting me. But wow, that is so good. Let's get back up to the top and do some more runs. All right, since all of this is going to be on the bike point of view, I wanted to show you guys the bike real quick. This is a T1 build, but it's got the carbon wheels, the carbon wheel upgrade, which is DT Swiss EXC 1501, as you can see right there. Pretty rad, $1,000 upgrade charge from Yeti. And then I've changed it out to Raceface era carbon cranks, and then X01 axis with XX cassette and chain with a absolute black oval chainring, and then Magura MT7 Pro Brakes. And I actually put their Pro pads in. I've never used those, and so far those are pretty dang rad. And then a 1-up bar, and then a 175 Fox dropper post. Might get a 200 bike yoke or wolf tooth, but we'll see. There's definitely room for it. But yeah, let's get back to the riding and check out this rad looking bike. All right, now for the climb. So this bike, I'm gonna keep the climbing pretty short. I've owned SB130s, SB130 lunch rides, an SB115, and an SB150 for a short time. Can't compare it too much to the SB150. That was a couple years ago, and just don't quite remember it. But this bike climbs pretty dang good. It's a Yeti, I expected it to, but for 160, geez, I feel like it climbs, from what I remember, better than the 150 by a small amount, but still better. And dang, it's gotta be one of the top climbing enduro bikes, especially enduro race bikes in that 160 to 170 rear travel category. Yeah, very impressive. It does feel pretty roomy. I'll talk about later how long this bike is, but yeah, it's a 465 reach, but with that, the effective seat tube angle is 77.5, so it keeps it a pretty roomy feeling. I'll actually probably slam the seat up quite a bit for me, and I'm just over 5'8". This is a size medium, and it's a long bike, but I think it's gonna be pretty dang rad. So let's get to the fun stuff. All right, back down, shake and bake. So I was thinking, and this bike, I think that if you are in those middle sizes usually, this bike is actually probably gonna be like perfect for you on the smaller size. So if you are like 5'9", 5'10", and you're usually like, man, I don't know if I'm a medium or a large, size medium is gonna be perfect, I think. And then same for small, if you're in like that 5'7" range, I think that the small is gonna be really, really good. But gosh, this bike feels so dang fast. I'm gonna take the fast line this time. Woo! Yeah, this gets going. Woo! That is rad. Yeah, this bike is really good. Yeah, so dang rad, and it gives you more confidence in the corners than I'd say the old Yetis, and it kind of is a more comfortable bike than the old Yetis. That old last generation, you had to be really, really aggressive for it to reward you, and I think this one might be a little bit different. It's a little bit smoother, a little bit more comfortable. I think gonna be more comfortable for everyone. Whew, though, that thing is a rocket. Let's get back up to the top though. All right, here we go. So this bike just really corners, I think, a lot better than that last series of bikes. It is pretty impressive. yeah, this thing is pretty dang fun. It pops off of those little things so easy. Oh, that is an absolute blast. So my initial impressions, I think this is surprisingly playful for a Yeti. Yetis have always been just so fast. Ooh, oh, just ate a bug. All right, sorry about that. My GoPro died, so I had to swap batteries. But like I was saying, surprisingly playful for a Yeti. So fast, and like it is very, very comfortable. I like Yetis. I've always felt comfortable on them. This one feels a little bit different, but I think in a good way for it to feel more comfortable for more people. So with that, who is this for? I think this bike is for a lot more people now. It used to be more who wants to go fast on rowdy, rough terrain, and now I think it's opened it up to people that live in rougher terrain areas, or maybe they ride rougher terrain for maybe about half of their riding, but it can still ride like a trail bike, which is pretty dang impressive. So I think Yeti has made a more versatile enduro bike than they ever have, and that to me just means more people are going to enjoy this bike instead of just enduro racers or people that ride enduro downhill style tracks all the time. I mean, yes, I think that's where this bike's going to shine, but wow, I am impressed with it, and I think most people will be pretty stoked to ride this bike. Oh man, it is a lot of fun, and let's wrap this thing up. All right, so Yetis are expensive, yes. They are one of the most expensive bikes out there, you know, but so let's talk about value real quick before we wrap this up. And basically, I'm not gonna do like a score on it, but it's a pretty good value, I'd say. They did recently just lower their prices, but you're still gonna spend a lot of money. It's a Yeti. But so, oh man, the thing about Yetis though are they are just such nice bikes and frames, so you get that with it. And I hope you enjoyed this first ride video. With that, if you like this video, like and subscribe for more like this, and get out and ride.